Hello, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who have watched my other videos, I hope you enjoyed them and I hope you were able to use them in your science projects at school. We are going to do another science project or science experiment today, which you can use as a science project at school. If you have watched the video what before or other videos on this channel before, you will know that you can see all of it, all the explanation, the entire experiment written out for you and what you need to do at the bottom of the page. For what we need, what we're going to look at today is how to detect carbon dioxide in certain liquids, or what can release carbon dioxide. You will find a way to state your problem. Remember, each problem must be stated as a question. For our experiment today, we need 2 bottles, which we have here, and I'm going to remove the covers from the bottles because you really don't need them. I number them A and B to differentiate them. We also need 2 balloons. This is balloon A, this is balloon B, and in each balloon we're going to put 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Now it is a little difficult. First of all, let us talk about the balloons. First, what you need to do is to inflate the balloon. Inflate the balloon. See, this one is blown up, and then you're going to deflate it several times. I have done this about 3 times with my balloons. Inflate them and deflate them. These balloons already have the baking soda in them, and it is not easy to get the baking soda in the balloons. So I'm going to show you a little trick how to get them in. But remember, scientists are supposed to solve problems, so you have to find a way, an easy way to get your baking soda into the balloons. What I did, here is a teaspoon, and what I did was cut the bottom and the top of one of my pipettes off. So here's the bottom, I cut that off. Here's the top, I also cut that off. However, if you do not have a pipette to cut off, what you could do is take a large straw and cut it in half. Cut the straw in half, and you use that to feed the baking soda into the balloon. Here is the baking soda, and all you're going to do is feed it in. You just feed it into the balloon. So I'm going to feed this in like that. Feed that in like that. And I'm holding it up to the camera, but you would have it on the table on which you're working. It may be a little messy, not maybe, it would be a little messy, you will spill. So you can put like a paper towel on top of the table so you don't have, you can clean up easily. Yes, so that you can clean up easily. Now, after you have put your baking soda into your balloon, you are going to attach the balloons to the bottles. So this is balloon A, and I'm going to attach it to the bottles, to bottle A rather. Just like that. I'm going to attach balloon B to its bottle. just like that. Now each balloon, remember, contain a teaspoon of baking soda. Now I am going to hold the tip of the balloon, both balloons, hold the tip, and I'm going to pour or release the baking soda into into each bottle. Uh-oh. Now notice what is happening to the bottles, or to the balloons as the baking soda is released. And look at one of the bottles. First of all, I should have told you to make a guess of what you think is in each bottle, what liquid you think is in each bottle. But look at the balloons, look at the differences. What did you notice here? One of the balloon is inflated, one is not. So let's shake the bottle. Let us shake this bottle. See the difference? Now in bottle A, I can tell you that this is tap water, just pure tap water. Bottle B contains vinegar, white vinegar. And so what this is telling us is that white vinegar in water, soda placed in white vinegar releases carbon dioxide, because this balloon is now inflated because of the carbon dioxide that goes into it. Now, if there was more carbon dioxide or more baking soda placed in the bottle, of course you would see that it is inflated some more. So the more baking soda that is in the that is placed in the vinegar releases more carbon dioxide, CO2. Actually, you could actually test to see that this is really carbon dioxide. If you have an adult with you, you could take this off, hold the clip of it like this so that the air does not come out, and you could get a candle and release whatever is in the air in this balloon on the candle. And what do you think would happen to that candle? Yes, the candle would go out. The candle would go out because carbon dioxide does not support a burning candle, or does not support burning. Now, you are going to scroll down to the page, or on the page, for the complete experiment. I hope you can use this also in one of your science projects. Goodbye.